How once again Mother Nature is a game changer for this year's vineyard owners. Why some are dropping crop. What some Willamette Valley grape growers are doing to actually produce less fruit this year, and what it ultimately means for this year's harvest.
It's certainly not time to give up at this point. The answer is we will farm differently.
And the difference means a smaller grape crop this year. That tops tonight's Your Money.
Here's News Channel 8 business reporter Joe Smith.
And good evening, Abby and Wayne. Willamette Valley vineyard growers are preparing for a repeat of last year's growing season. Late, thanks to a cold, wet spring. It's why some farmers are leaving grapes on the ground for the sake of the entire crop.
And essentially, you're dropping money on the ground every time you do this.
It's what's called crop drop or green harvesting.
We can see that we have an awful lot more than that 1 or 2 per shoot. In fact, right here, you know, these are big clusters. Again, this is
it's not what Stone Wolf winemaker Linda Lindsay in McMinnville wants to do. It's what she and other farmers must do this time of year.
If we lower the yield, we have a better chance of it ripening. Again, given that we don't know what the weather's going to be, but we have to assume we're going to have a normal weather pattern, and that's typically at the end of October, the rains are going to come.
Which will push harvest later. It's pretty much a repeat of 2010. A lower yield means around 2 tons per acre. Not good news for those who sell grapes to the wineries. It's why farmers are doing all they can to protect the crop, not only from the weather.
We're really lucky we can get the grapes off the vines before the birds come.
Early bird migration can be a crop stopper.
Everybody is going to boost up bird control as well.
After a late start to the season, cold and wet, 80-degree temps this month is helping at this point, but it's the unknown of fall's weather that has farmers concerned.
We never know exactly what's going to happen from this point forward.
Best guess is this year's harvest will come in late October.
We always do crop drop.
Just down the road in Newburgh at the Chehalem winery, winemaker Harry Peterson Nedry says, don't confuse a small harvest with quality.
There's an inverse correlation between the amount of fruit that you pick and the quality of the fruit and the wine that results from that.
Peterson Nedry says last year was a good example.
Worst case scenario is another 2010, and that ain't bad.
Now, even with a smaller harvest, given the economy, winemaker Linda Lindsay says most wineries will not increase prices.